Hey guys, back again with another video. Hopefully this won't be too long, but basically it's come to my attention that people are getting a bit confused with our Ardentella species. Now, as I say all the time, guys, do your own research. I am not the word of God. I'm always happy to be proven wrong. So do your own research, but this is to my best knowledge. Bear in mind, I keep literally every single Ardentella species. If you can find it online, I've got it. It's my favorite species, and yeah, so I've got a load of different types and a load of different morphs. Some no one else has. So anyway, let's get right into this. So what we're going to do first is we're going to start on what I call the try line. Now, it's not to say that all of these come from try. It's not to say they're the same species, because it's really hard to know. Okay, we don't have any kind of genetic research to say this. However, I call it the try line because all of these are found very, very close together. And you will also see them thrown out in your own colonies. If you just keep trying, you will eventually see some of these things. So I don't know what that is. It could be that there's a genetic marker that's different. It could be a billion things, and I really don't know. And I'm not a scientist, so let's not get into that. But they all share a very similar body type. And as I said, you will find these in your colonies. So let's get into it. First, we're going to start off with what I would call the classic try. So this is your try. Now, there is two tries apparently, try scarlet and try. Let's not get into that too much because that's another topic in itself. But basically, this is your standard try. Now, you would then move into what I would call the blister. Now, a blister is the same body shape, the same black and white antennae. But these ones will be more red, more orange, hence the name blister. Okay, so now you've seen try, blister. Now let's move on to phoenix. Now phoenix will be a more orangey colour, a more yellow colour. And this is where you get the name phoenix. And again, it's got the same body shape, the same antenna, same legs, so on and so forth. And then once you have a look at that, you can then move into the yellow phoenix, right? So you've got tricolour, blister, phoenix, and yellow phoenix. And yellow phoenix is fully yellow. Now, where this gets confusing, especially in the UK, I don't know if this is the same in the US or anywhere else, is we actually have phoenix twice. Okay, so what I'm about to show you is the phoenix line, is what I call this. So starting off here, these are the phoenixes. Don't worry, that one's not dead, it's just pregnant, and it's struggling to stand up. I'm going to get it back into its enclosure. As you can see here, these are phoenix. They've got a slightly different body shape, you know, this spiky kind of body shape, which kind of looks like a pastel, which we'll come on to later. This is not a pastel. It is definitely its own species. You can tell that quite clearly. And this is the phoenix. Okay, now I do think there should probably be another name for this, but this has been around for many, many years. I've kept this for a long time. In fact, I've got both. Well, we'll go into it. So next, after you've looked at the phoenix, not tri-phoenix, just phoenix, you then go into the yellow phoenix. Now again, you can see the same sharper body shape. Now let's compare this here, the yellow phoenix, to this yellow phoenix. Very, very different. You can I can understand why people get confused, but once you've actually got them in front of you, you can clearly tell the difference. Now again, I just want to point out, you can have many, many morphs within any sort of species. For example, this is one that I've worked on for a little while now. This is Pixel. It's not a good name. It's going to be changed because someone else has already used it for something else. But specifically from my Phoenix line, I've been able to select out a couple of these pixels. I think I've got about 8 in total, and these are just 2 of the juvies. Hopefully I'll be able to continue selecting these out, and we'll go from there. Same with, you know, Ember Bees. I've got the Orange Dalmatians, so on and so forth. So you will get a lot of differences. But the main thing is you're kind of able to tell by the body shape. Okay, it is harder when they're younger, but the older they get, you'll notice the sharp edges on the Phoenix line compared to the tri-line is what I'm just going to call it for the sake of this video. Now, as well as that, some people also get confused with this species, which is quad colour. Well, you could even see that how confusing it is, even for someone that keeps them all. But quad colour is usually this one here, which is your white body. You've got the white, you've got the yellow, you've got the red, and you've got the black. Whereas a tri, obviously, a bit more like this. You can quite clearly see these look very much the same. These kind of reddish cheeks going into a different coloured body. So these probably are both quad colour, just one is a little bit more yellow. But you can see how you could get these confused with the blister. Sorry, not the blister, the tri. Okay. Now the other lookalike that people will get is yellow pastel and pastel. Now I haven't got any myself at the moment, but you can get full yellow pastel. It is incredibly hard to tell the difference between yellow pastel and yellow phoenix, unless you have them. Oh, he's covering them up now. Unless you have them side by side. So if you have a full yellow pastel without these red cheeks, it would be very difficult to tell the difference. But again, the pastels have their own line and their own morphologies. You've got red pastel, purple pastel, yellow pastel. You've got a black pastel, but they're all selectively bred or found in the wild, and try to selectively breed. Yeah. So here you've got the normal pastel, yellow phoenix, and yellow phoenix. So guys, basically, I'm hoping that kind of highlights why it's a bit confusing. Okay, so one last time we're going to go over what each species is and what kind of line as such. I don't like calling it a line, but I don't know what to call this. This line here, and then the oddities that people get confused with. So we have got Ardentella tricolour, Ardentella blister, Ardentella phoenix, and you will get ones that are slightly more yellow than this, Ardentella yellow phoenix, as part of the tri line with that smoother, rounder body. Then you have phoenix, yellow phoenix, and a bunch of different other morphs. This one I haven't named yet, but there is others. There's also a peachy coloured one that I've got, which I haven't shown here. But yeah, it's all kind of different. Then you've got yellow pastel and quad colour. Some things you can commonly get mixed up. Now I just want to show you guys, this one's definitely okay. I'm going to get it back in. It's just that it is pregnant. So yeah, it finds it hard to get on its back. Okay, that's going to conclude the video, guys. What I want you to do, any questions, pop them in the comments. I'll try my best to answer. And if you think I've got any of this wrong, or if you think that we should somehow petition to get Phoenix and Phoenix changed to a different name, then let me know. But currently, unfortunately, these are both sold as Phoenix in the UK and in Asia. I'm not sure if it's the same in the US or Europe, but you will, when you buy yellow phoenix, it's a bit of a gamble because you'll either get this yellow phoenix or this yellow phoenix. And when you buy phoenix, you'll either get this phoenix or this phoenix. This phoenix is more my favorite, by the way. But yeah, that will conclude the video, guys. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next one.